Welcome to K&D's Homestead. I'm Donna, and I am having to do some fence repair today, and I thought I'd do a video on that. My fence is Premier One netting, a portable netting. You can literally pick it up and move it around. And I do that. I pick mine up and move it around when I need to, but I just did that the whole goat yard, and I moved it. However, some of the netting is just getting kind of old and stretched, and I need more posts. You girls gonna act up while I got the camera on? I need more posts to support the netting because it's kind of sagging on the ground. I don't have any posts. I don't want to order more posts because I have bought so many posts and I'm tired of buying it. So I'm gonna try something today. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna rig something up. It came to me last night to try this, and I'm gonna share that because if it works, maybe somebody else will find it useful. I don't know. I just need to get the fencing off the ground. What it does, it sags and then it curves like this, and where it sits on the ground is the section that is electric. This is electric, this is electric, this is not. And it sits on the ground and it shorts it out. So I'm going to work on this and see if I can make it happen. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this piece of rebar in the ground. I'm going to cut a piece of PVC pipe and put over the rebar, and I'm going to use this as a post. I will make it about that long, and then I will cut the pipe. I've got this tool to cut this pipe to the length that I want. Ooh, if I can get it squeezed. There we go. I also need to cut a little slit in the top of it. I have to use something else to do that probably. I want a slit right across the top of this so I can lay that netting in it. Cut one side. It's been raining and the sun is coming out, and man, it's hot. Okay. Got that in there. The whole idea is just to get this netting off the ground. Not really support. Now, I think it's going to work, but I do need a bigger slit. Let's see if I can do it with these. That's perfect. Now I've got a little garden stake I'm going to put at the bottom just to hold the fence down. Perfect. That actually worked out really good. I've got a few places around the whole perimeter where it just sags to the ground, and that causes the fence to ground out, and it just will not create as much power. It's not full power. I have this tool that I can go around and check to see what the output is. I'll check that when I've done a few more. Now, let's walk around and see where else that I need to do this. I'm putting everything on my wagon. That was perfect. Perfect, perfect. That worked out perfect. That was really simple. I have 3 or 4 places that I still need to do. I did not realize I needed more than what I cut. So I'm gonna have to go to the other side of the property and go find some more PVC pipe. But that took seconds to do, just seconds per pipe. Wow, I wish I had thought of that sooner, because that worked out great. Let me recap what I did. So just for a recap, the Premier One fence will start sagging in various places. Depends on how much you've moved it around, how rough you've handled it, how much you've stretched it. And over time, you'll have pieces that will sag on the ground down here, and it will actually curl up and lay on the ground, and in turn it will ground out your power, and you'll start noticing less power on the, let me get this out, on this little tester that comes with the fence. And you want it up here as high as possible when you test your power. But you'll notice it's starting to lose power. And for me, that's because sections of my fence was laying on the ground and curling up. The very bottom section does not carry current. The first section up from that, the black and white strand, that is where your current starts on that particular section. That has to be up off of the ground in order for you to get the correct amount of power. And what I did, let me move in a little closer. I put a short piece of, I put a short piece of rebar in the ground and then cut a piece of PVC 1/2 inch pipe and slipped it over it. And in the top, I cut some little slits. In the top of the PVC, I cut some slits so I could rest the wire up there on top. It's just about like, it comes from the manufacturer. There's a slit on the top of the original post. So I have a little slit cut here. I eyeballed it, I didn't measure it, the pipe taller than the fence so that I could put it in there and bring that fence up off of the ground. And as you can see, it's not curled on the ground. And then I put a garden staple at the ground level, holding that fence down so it's not jacked up in the air. And as a result, I got my fence off the ground, as you can see down here. The camera, I don't know, on my camera it looks like it's laying on the ground, but it actually is not. That took seconds to do. Turn this back up. That took seconds to do. What a great remedy. I was not in the mood to buy more posts because if you look, I have posts everywhere. I have bought so many posts. I'm tired of investing in post. But this little PVC trick works great. I figure since I'm over here doing goat related stuff at the fence, I will clean inside the goat house. I don't think I've ever done a tour inside the goat house. I can't remember. Let me back up and I'll show you. My husband built this for me. The outside is sheathing that we bought, and the inside, I don't know if I can say most of it, but a lot of it is pallet material. We were given a bunch of solid oak pallets, and we used those to frame up the walls on the inside. And the 4x4 and 2x4 material we milled here on the property from all of the trees that we cut down in this yard. And we still have a stack of logs way back there, but we cut a little more than 130 tall trees off of this lot, and we milled the framing stuff, like the 2x4s, 4x4s. We put in glass windows. There's 3 windows, I think, and then this door. And we have it divided in 2 sections. This section here is my area. We have a dividing wall here, a half wall with cattle panels going up. He framed those in, and then a walk-through door. That's Reba back there in the picture. She's eating, getting her hay. He made this walk-through door here, and the wall and the door doesn't go all the way up. We have an opening because we had planned on putting like an attic type shelf up there to store things, but we never did. we never got around to doing it, but you can see some of the pallet material in the walls and back there, but the actual structure, like for framing things, is what we milled. Everything on the inside is repurposed or milled. Let me back up and say, not everything in here is repurposed. Some of this wood in here, like for the door, this is cedar, and some of these top rails, some of the material in here is cedar, but the door that he made is cedar, and we bought that. This is cedar. These are cute little things here. I really like them. They are tip outs that he made, and that is so I can put their grain in there from this side. There's one for each goat. This is their porch, and I have a walk-through door here. Let me get up here. And on the wall, they have their name plates and a decorative barn quilt behind the door there. And there's lights. It's lit up at night by way of solar lights. They're really nice lights. So it's pretty at night. And I just noticed something. These zinnias, the main ones are dead, but looky here. I've got new ones that have bloomed. And this after we've had, I don't know, a handful of freezes. It's hot today. We are in the upper 70s, and I am burning up. So anyways, this is my goat house. And I've kind of got it clean. I've cleaned the counters off and organized the feeders, cleaned up the hay bins over there. I've got a pile here of wasted hay. I'm going to gather that up, put it in the wagon, and I'm just going to put it in my garden boxes. And I think I'll be done in here. I'm going to call it a day. At least I'm calling it a day on the goat house. Have to lock them up. I have to have a lock at the bottom because Reba is so mean. She beats on the bottom of the door, and she has broken it, pushed it open at the bottom, even though it was locked at the top, and she managed to get out. That I'm telling you what, goats are born to escape. That's all I know. They are born to escape. We have to stay 3 steps ahead of them at all times. That was really, really surprisingly easy. A quick fix to a problem that causes bigger problems. It was a small problem, but it does cause bigger problems because that shorts out the fence so easily. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and maybe subscribe to the channel and follow more of my videos. Until I see you on the next video, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. I want to show y'all one more thing before I sign off of this video. I have to turn the camera around. Look at this. Yet again, after more freezes, I have green beans still on the vine. And today is November 17th. And I still got green beans. These bean plants have lived through a handful of freezes. Every time I show on a video thinking that this is the last of the green beans, I come out here and I find more. This is just unreal. I have never had my green bean plants to keep doing this. While I realize it is not a bunch of green beans, it's just a handful here and there, but I just find it fascinating that these plants just have not died. And look at the zinnias in this pot. Well, they look look at all of the bad leaves. They look terrible, but they keep blooming. They just keep on blooming. Here's also another thing. My paprika peppers are still blooming. Again, today is November 17th, after several freezes. And yet, while they look very tired and weary, there's still new blooms and there are still peppers on these plants. It's unbelievable. I've actually got a couple of red peppers. There's a good one back in there. But these things have just not give up. Unbelievable.